let's get started. Oh man, we got a mess. Okay. Stay with it now. Hey, Damn Citadel paint pots. I'm having some difficulties. Alright. I think that's it. Yeah, let me move this there. There we go. It's a little better. Two viewers, man, you guys are quick. Let's see, I'm trying to stay on here. I'm a little out of practice. It's been a week and a half. Try not to mess this up. Who's here? Ugh. I should just leave this open, probably, huh? Good morning, Prong. Busy day in Australia. Man, I should just probably put some paint on here. I'm out of practice. I'm gonna be real. I haven't painted like I should have been. I've been distracted. Alright. I was trying to do 3 chaplains at the same time, but it's kind of overwhelming, so I'm just gonna do them one at a time. Yeah, I don't want to stress myself. This is supposed to be the de-stressor, and running that many characters at a time was stressing me out, so. Oh, how's it going? Well, we had a hurricane, and luckily it did not damage my house. But now I have part of a tree I need to chainsaw. And I'm gonna be real. I just did not feel like dealing with that. But it didn't hit the house. Because last year I had a hurricane that dropped a tree on my house. So it could always be worse. That's just something you get used to when you live in certain places. You know, you just got to. Sometimes you just got to deal with it. And then what else? Oh yeah, so my kid, his school was canceled today, so I had to be home, and I was very unproductive. I ended up playing Sins of a Solar Empire for like 2 hours this afternoon instead of getting a head start on my painting like I had planned on. So anyway, how about you, prom friend? How many forks you been lifting? Yeah, exactly. At least it didn't hit the house. That's what I'm saying. It could always be worse. Am I okay? Sorry, I'm losing a bit. Let me talk about this chaplain a little bit here. So, I did a little experiment. I didn't want them to be all black, so I did a dry brush of Thunderhawk blue on this one, and then I tried to do a wash of Thunderhawk blue on those Terminators. It didn't really turn out right with the wash. So anyway, I think I'll just dry brush over them when I get to it. But it's yeah, I only have one black, so this Thunderhawk blue looks pretty good on it, I think. We learn it. We'll do it. We'll push that. We'll push the dry brush next time. But anyway, if I don't screw around too much, I could probably finish this chaplain. There's a bunch of 3D prints I want to get, but I told myself I would not get any more 3D prints until I finish what I got, and that's going to be a long time from now. I have a bunch of Eldar pinup STLs I got from my mini factory. So I think maybe my next army will be Eldar. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I really should have did a sub-assembly on these, but it's too late because they were already put together. So, this book. Wow, a lot of people showed up. Edge Dancer, good evening. Devolved Raichu. What emoji is that? I can't even see that. Heretic. Well, okay. Alright, I see you. Appreciate the friends for stopping by. I got the license but no farm work yet. It's so hard to get a farm work without the car. All the farm works that are interesting are God knows where. You know, somewhat related to that, I watched Wolf Creek the other day. And in Wolf Creek 2, the serial killer finds some like German tourists. and he kills him. But I was thinking about. I said, I hope Prom Friend does not go too deep into the outback. All right. Okay, we're not gonna obsess on his butt because you won't even be able to see that. And who we got here? Oh, Banana Friend. Hi, Vulcan. Look at it, man. It's like a Minds reunion in the chat. Oh, so anyway, let me tell you. I got invited to a Space Marine 2 stream. I don't remember his username. I gotta look it up on the chat. But anyway, so it was me and one of his friends, and the map is loading up. We're playing co-op campaign, and they go, "Oh, by the way, Space Shark, have you ever played it on I don't know, what is it, legendary difficulty?" And I said, "You what?" I never played it on that difficulty. So anyway, I'm sweating because I'm not good at the game. I'm not good at the game. I like it though, but so we start playing, and immediately I'm the weakest member of the team. And anyway, I think I did okay considering, but still, man, I tell you, that is a humbling experience. And normally when I'm playing like the regular difficulty, we can get through like one mission in maybe 25 minutes or so. But dude, it took 25 minutes to get to the first checkpoint. And I think we're good. Yeah. Gold book. Yeah, it'll be gold book. And we didn't even finish the match because like we're playing for almost 90 minutes, and by that time it's already late and I had to get ready for work. So anyway, that was very embarrassing, very humbling. But they probably won't invite me to play again because I'm not very good at it. But whatever, it be what it do. Oh, Devolved Raichu. Hey man, I remember you were way back when you were playing the Pokemon game with Scarlet, I think, and you were trying to get the shinies. But do you do like Pokemon cards in real life? I mean, I know we're grown ass men and everything, but yeah, it's good to collect stuff. Gold. What is this? We'll do Gehenna's gold. I asked him a question, but he might be playing a thing. Oh, not Scarlet. Well, never bought those games. Oh. Forgive me. I'm not up to date on my Pokemon games. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is just pretty. I don't really use this gold very much because it's dark. But it just looks pretty. Look at that. It's like, that's like an orange. That's an orange gold. Oh, so anyway, let me tell you about this tree. So, trees always fall on my house when I am sleeping. So, during Hurricane Matthew, no, not Matthew, that was a different one. That one, a tree fell across my yard and didn't damage anything, so insurance wouldn't cover it. So, it took a month, because we didn't want to pay anybody to do it. It took a month to get that tree out of that yard. It was a huge live oak. This tree was like, this tree must have been like 5 feet in diameter. It's freaking huge. And I had a bunch of family members help too, but we did as much work as we could do ourselves. And then I have a buddy of mine, who's got a tree service. He came by with a huge chainsaw, and they cut it up into like 1,000-pound chunks, and then he used a Bobcat bulldozer to push it out onto the street for the FEMA trucks to come carry away. Well, the pieces of this tree were so huge, the FEMA truck couldn't take it. So then, like a week later, a bigger truck with a bigger like claw grabber came by. That one couldn't pick up the pieces of this tree. So about a month later, a bigger truck came by with a bigger claw, and that one was able to pick up the pieces of this tree. So then, fast forward, I don't know, 4 years later, last year, we had a Category 1 hurricane, and we got sent home early from work. So I said, Cat 1, who cares? So I go in the bedroom, I take a nap. And all of a sudden, while I'm awoken from my nap, to a ka-dunk! And I woke up, I thought I dreamt that. But I listen, I don't hear anything else, so I go back to sleep. A couple hours later, I get up to get dinner ready, and I see this plaster all over the floor in the living room. I look over, and there's a beam, a rafter, sticking straight through my ceiling. And I go outside, and it's a tree on half of the house. So then we had to get a tree guy to come get it off the house. Then I had to get a roofing guy to fix it. And then I had to get an interior guy to do up the inside. And then a cat went up into my ceiling and had kittens. So then we had kittens up in the house. And that was last year in October. So this year in September, my neighbor's tree missed my house by 6 feet. Took out some of the bushes though, so I got to clean those up. That's going to be the project for tomorrow and maybe next week. Oh goodness, look at that. And then you put another layer of that pretty gold on there. Ooh, mama. You can't even see it really, but you know. What was I talking about? We talking about Pokemon and I started talking about roof. I don't know. My bad, bros. My bad. Alright. I think that gold is good. And we'll do the belt buckle. How about that? Yeah, I have Pokemon cards. I know nothing about the rarities, though. I just like collecting. Yeah, man. Well, you know, I kind of got turned on to the graded cards. That's just because GameStop sells them now. I gotta support my favorite company, but I'm trying to stay focused on Pikachu's. But I did pick up a Starly because I thought the card was cute. Plus, if I buy cute cards, my wife can't give me the shits about spending too much money at GameStop. See, I forgot what Pokemon I was playing. Oh, that was gay. I tried watching and it shut, but then wouldn't load your stream. Well, Global Homo is trying to shut me down. That's what that looks like to me. BRB, friendo, gonna be lurking. Yeah, no worries, man. Appreciate you. So anyway, like I was saying, I made the mistake of installing Sins of a Solar Empire on my PC. So I think there's a sequel that's supposed to be coming out. And man, I'm playing with like 30 star systems, and it's the max player count, and it is pretty brutal. It's a grind. Like every planet I come to has a star for it and a fleet to protect it, and it is These boys is dug in like a damn tick. So it's a grind. But it's like, you know, it's satisfying. Okay, let's see. I'm about to install Power World on my PS5. You better stop. Nintendo's gonna send a cease and desist order. Alright. Okay, we're gonna start working on that trim. I was gonna tell some. Oh, 6 people. I installed Duke Nukem 3D last night. Speaking of Duke, I was just about to mention Duke. So did anybody see, like, all this week? There's this schizo guy named like Black Duke or something, who was bothering a lot of the Chud accounts. In fact, I quote retweeted him with a meme video today. Did anybody see those, or see this guy in question? All right, we got Retributor armor. We're gonna start working on this here trim. The Chaplains have white acrylics. Let me look it up. Indomitus Chaplain. I mean, I know you can do your dudes however you want, but I just like to have a frame of reference. No, his is gold. Okay. No, that's weird. I've been seeing that Verska guy. Well, this Black Duke guy, he shows up every couple weeks to fling shit, and then he gets dogpiled and he disappears for a while. But I just thought it was funny because he was calling everybody incels and this and that, and of course, obviously, that's riotous because most of the people he's yelling at are married. But I reposted something where this dude was calling this girl ugly, and then she found his TikTok and saw what he looked like, and dude looks like someone asked AI to generate a stereotypical neckbeard. You might have seen it, but I just thought that was really funny because these guys, you know, they always call us names and stuff, but it's almost always projection. Like that Wolfric Fellman guy who, I mean, he calls people incels, same kind of stuff, and then it's like, my guy, you were in a cuck relationship. Like, what are you talking about? Don't even talk to me. Anyway, I thought it was funny. I wanted it down a lot too much, but it looks pretty. Look at that. All right, I'm having fun now. I haven't been painting like I should have been. You know, what I'm asking myself, I'm like, do I want to play Space Marine tonight, or do I want to paint? And I'm thinking to myself, the wife and baby are coming back at the end of next month. These models ain't gonna go nowhere. But Space Marine 2, you know, whenever I get around to being able to game and stuff again, people might not even be playing Space Marine 2, you know? So that's how I reached the decision. I said, let me play some video games instead of painting. By the way, I had a guy, somebody, it was a big account, said, like, what's your favorite Space Marine chapter? And this dude, a friend of mine, he quote retweeted, and he said, oh, Space Shark's homebrew is pretty cool. Man, I just thought that was super neat. That made me feel good. I'm just glad my guys are cool and not cringe like some of the low camera homebrews I've seen. You know what I'm talking about. I'll check the chat here. Oh, let me see here. I sleep when drama happens, so I usually see the aftermath. I wish I would see the aftermath, but it was like Purifier Azrael. His well, he gets into it with somebody like every day, but like every time I open up, his beef posts are usually like within the top 5, top 10 first posts in my feed. So I'm always like, goodness. Or that casual hammer dude. I totally wrote that guy up because I knew what he was doing. And then what he said something like, what's wrong with being Marxist or something like that. He said in a reply to somebody. I'm like, there we go. That's all I need for my screenshot. Man, that is just pretty. I just think it's just so funny to me. People talking about Marxism, paying $60 for a box of 5 dudes. And you know, I talk all this trash. I have a cousin who's a communist. He's my cousin. And I love him despite all his faults. But he hasn't had a job for like 10 years. And his mother passed away unexpectedly. And he is now forced to live with his stepfather, who he hates the most in the world, but is dependent on him because of his income. This guy is like in his 40s, by the way. Now, you can love your family even if they believe things that are silly and retarded. Oh, let's see what I got. I saw that home. Well, I didn't read names. Oh yeah, I think I saw that. I'll be playing Space Marine 2 until Monster Hunter Wilds comes out. I'm raging in PvP right now. I saw that Azure Knight shout out. Yeah, man, it just made my heart feel good. I really need to flesh out the lore for the guys. I have like my own like Wikipedia entry in a Word document, just showing the like a service record. Mom, can't me? I'm doing right. By the way, Derek, I don't know if you can tell, but the that Thunderhawk blue dry brush on this guy it worked out real good. The wash I did on the other one did not work out, so I'm just gonna have to fix those boys up. Alright, I think we're getting there. Oh, I'll share something kind of personal here in just a second. Hmm. I don't want to be like super obsessive about this. Oh, here. The gay crashers home. I should make Azure Defiler kill team. Stop! It's gonna be my goal one day. You know, I do think that's cool. Oh man, can you imagine what's Serbs homebrew with all the gay flags? Somebody should make a homebrew Chaos Warband for those guys, but be like, uh, I don't know, the drag queens, and then make them just garish and disgusting. That would be funny. And I can already see he would be like, it'd be the Wojak with the smug face, but then angry. Oh man, that's pretty. Oh, what was I going to tell y'all? Oh, I'll tell you something kind of funny. This is about my in real life BFFF. He might not appreciate me telling this story, but I'm not making fun. Well, maybe just a little bit. So, in my in real life group of friends, there's three of us, and we all went to. Well, me and my boy, I'll call him Jay. Me and my boy Jay, we've met in middle school in sixth grade, and we met at in-school suspension because I had like 110 tardies or some crazy high number like that. And he was sitting next to me in school suspension. No, it's Saturday detention. That's what it was. Saturday detention. And me and him started talking. I said, "What are you here for?" He goes, "Tardies." I said, "Me too. How many did you have?" He had 100, and I had 100 more. So we became friends because we were both late pieces of shit. Well, to be fair, I was late because my mom drove me to school, and she was late. He's late because he's Puerto Rican. And so then we go to high school, and we met this other guy, and he became our third. And we'll call him A. It doesn't really matter because he's not poor. But anyway, so me and A both, I got married first, had kids first. Then A got married. I was actually the best man at his wedding, which was off the chain. And now he's got a kid. So Jay, he had some depression because he's same age as us, but he felt he had been passed. You know what I mean? So 6 months ago, he came over to my place and had some beers and we were chatting, and he confided in me that he wanted a family and wife and kids, but it was hard at our age to date because a lot of women already got kids or whatever. So I told him be patient, things will happen. Things happen when they're meant to happen. So anyway, I had talked about this previously, but he met a Vietnamese girl, local, on a dating app. He started dating. She had her own place. She had a car. She had a nice job. She makes more money than him. Anyway, we dated for a couple months, and she got triggered up. And So his family's super Christian, her family is super Asian, and parents were forcing them to get married. I'll spare you the details, but he was not particularly pleased about being forced to get married. And he confided in me about it, and I told him straight up, I said, hey man, you said you wanted a family, now you got one. Monkey's paw. You make that wish and it comes true in a way that you don't expect. So, now that said, out of all my friends, he's the one I least suspected would get some girl pregnant up, but here we are. If he's watching me right now, he's going back, man, that asshole is telling everybody my business. To which I would say, well, nobody told you to be busting everywhere, son. I'm reminded of that meme. There's that TikTok video where the guy's like, so I'm raw dogging this chick, right? And she said, what did she say? Oh, it's a safe day. You can just bust wherever you want. So you know what I did? I busted. So anyway, this is Dylan, and they pan over to a little kid playing with his toys. That's what it was like. Sorry, that might have been too personal. Sorry, bros. Hold on. These guys got gold. Yeah, they got gold. Okay. I'm just double checking. Hold on, what's there? I don't have my glasses on. You need to pose the pic. Well, if I didn't have my glasses on, that'd be really interesting to see how that would turn out. I'm trying to introduce my kid to some horror movies that aren't too scary. So we watched a Bigfoot movie called Abominable, which is a pretty good made-for-TV creature feature. And we're watching the Wolfman movie that came out a couple years ago. Oh, it's not even babies. This is what I'm talking about. I think the wife has it in her mind that she wants to try for a third baby, but I would really prefer getting a bigger place first. But listen, this is my personal opinion about having kids. People always say we should wait until we have kids. We should wait. It's not the right time. There never is a right time to have a kid, because there's always going to be like, well, I want this to happen first. I want this to happen first. And then, maybe before you know it, you're too old now. It's just, I've seen it happen enough times. My first kid was born at the most inconvenient time when we were trying to move back to the States from overseas. And then the second baby was born during COVID. And I want to tell you what a nightmare that is. You know how many doctors tried to tell us that my pregnant wife needed to get COVID shot? And I was like, nah, we ain't doing that. And I actually had an OBGYN refuse to see us because I refused to let my wife get that shot. And, well, I guess I had the last laugh because we see how that worked out. So that's why I don't trust experts. I was actually the last person in my company, the last holdout, because they tried to, you know, what's the word for it? Incentivize people to get the shots. I mean, I don't want to go all tinfoil and everything, but I don't like to be coerced into doing stuff. And so, like, they try to punish people with sick time, like, oh, if you don't have a shot and you get COVID, you don't get sick leave, something like that. That don't bother me. I got plenty of vacation time saved up. Oh, if you don't have shots, you need to sit by yourself in your office and have a mask on, even though you're in there by yourself. Alright, that's retarded, but I mean, I'm not getting that shot, so whatever. And then, man, that was so satisfying when all these people who got those shots ended up getting COVID anyway. Oh, that was satisfying, because it's like, I told you. And you know how I knew that shit was going to happen? Can anybody guess how I knew that was going to happen? It's because I remembered the Xbox 360. Because of the Xbox 360, I never get the first version of anything that comes out. I went to the midnight release for that. I got me my Xbox 360. I took it home, I turned it on, and I had the damn red ring of death on my brand new Xbox. And after that, I never get the first version of anything. Oh, and by the way, that Xbox, that problem was so widespread that Microsoft was footing the bill for repairs or refurbishments, whatever. So I sent this Xbox off with the label and everything they sent me. I waited a month for it to come back. Took it out of the box, opened it up, played it. About 2 weeks later, it happened again. Oh my God, I've been doing this trim forever. That should be red. I think we'll do that red. Red, white, bone. Okay. I don't want there to be too much gold on here. That apple is pretty cool. What time it is? Ah, almost an hour. Let's see. Let me look at my reference picture here, make sure I'm not getting too crazy. They did white skulls. Okay, we'll do a white skull on his knee. Like I said, I don't want to do too much gold. This guy's getting pretty. It's like I don't like painting. I don't like making myself sit down to paint, but I do like looking at the work after it's done. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then let's see. Common sense. What's that? Is that in reference to me? I don't know. I just kind of say things. I don't remember what I say a few minutes after I said it. Let me look at this here. Oh, we got to paint over that nice dry brush. Rose, it's coming alive. I always liked this model. I did not like the bare head they had on it. I do not like the Primaris Chaplain that they sell loose. He's got like a rod or something. It's not a real Crozius. I don't like it. Hmm. What I've been doing lately. I've been staying up too late drinking beers and stuff. Getting a little bit too hammered and playing like Total War Warhammer or something like that. And then the next day in the morning, whatever, I like open the game up. I'm like, wow, this campaign went sideways, didn't it? What happens when you're not thinking so clearly? Wow, look at this. Look how that looks. Goodness gracious. That blue black, it's outstanding. It probably doesn't show up. Of course it doesn't on my $40 camera. It doesn't show up. Okay. I think Sharky is motivated again. This is actually beautiful. Okay, all my black models are getting this blue dry brush from now on. Gross, look at that. That doesn't look off the chain. It look like money to me. Alright, here, we're gonna... I think I might do these chains. You know what? I should have put red in there. I'll have to do that. I'm gonna have to go in there and put red, and then I'll do the chains up. But in the meantime, I'll do the cross. And I'll hit this with some heavy silver to differentiate the color from the lead color. You know, I really want to paint a Nurgle army just because it looks fun. It's so splotchy and everything, you know. Seems like you can be less precise if you want to be. Sometimes you just gotta paint something that looks organic. That's one of the reasons why I'm like just really turned off of the Tau is they have all that sci-fi equipment. It's just, I don't know. Space Marines too. You can get Space Marine fatigue. Maybe I'm not making much sense. Oh, by the way, so going back to what I was talking about earlier with some of the drama from this week, that casual hammer guy who intentionally kicked up that little shitstorm. I noticed he's like, oh, he's trying to tell people how to be a real fan, and it's pretty much consume product. These guys, these woke camera guys, they really, really hate that 3D printers give fans, real fans, the option to enjoy the IP without supporting financially the company that's shitting on the IP. They really, really hate that you can just choose not to participate and then still enjoy the thing that you enjoy. So that's why I know it's not build and paint models, it was buy and paint models in his little list that he put. Well, guess what? Maybe don't worry about how I spend my money. Or choose not to spend my money. How about that? Behold my autism. I'm spending too much time on Skull, but there's a lot of it. Ugh. Alright, let me hit... Oh, there's a little bit left here. I think this guy is going to be my head chaplain. He doesn't have Terminator armor, but I have a really cool Liber Demonica head for him. Put some water in this. Sharkstream, hi, Trigger Friend. Death Guard, Army, or Nurgle Demons. I think Nurgle Demons. I have a bunch of the I mean, you could do them both together. I have a bunch of the E-Man G STLs, and if you don't know who E-Man G is, he pretty much lifted the 3D models from Warhammer Total War and then reposed them and then posted them like it was his own work, and GW took them down. Now you can still find them through various people sharing them, but I have a lot of them. So anyway, I just think it'd be cool to do up some Plague Bearers, some Beasts of Nurgle, some the Plague Toads. I just think they would look super neat. And you could play around with the shading. Man, you could have all kinds of fun. And then they're supposed to look ugly, so you can make them look real ugly instead of trying to make them look pretty and cool like this dude, you know. Let me see the chat. Didn't Serb paint Plague Marines Champion in trans colors? Yes. You know, I often thought about this. I said, what if Serb is like a very elaborate troll, because he did what, the Deathcore of Krieg in trans colors. He did Fabius Bile in trans colors. And I'm like, my guy, are you doing this on purpose? Are you trying to own people? You know, because there's some people, especially on Twitter, it's like, I have a hard time believing that they're real people. I don't necessarily like that I'm talking about notorious cringe lords on my stream, but you know, sometimes they just, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Let's see, I'm about to wrap it up. I'm going to finish this gold here, and that's going to be it for me for tonight. But doesn't that look heroic? I see 3D printing saying like modding for games. Yeah, well, to be fair, I think modding has gotten to the point that like game studios are purposely releasing unfinished stuff or crappy stuff, and they say, modders will fix our game for us. And like the 3D printing honestly is becoming like that. I mean, you see the Sanguinary Guard models that Games Workshop put out. Awful. And some people liked them, but even the Lamerties, I didn't like that model. The posing was good, but I mean, come on now. And I don't hate every release, every new thing that comes out. You know, I thought the lion model was good. What else came out? A lot of those Kill Team models were good. That Demon Hunter, who's it, Cotes? That was garbage. So, you don't have to just consume and just be grateful for all the slop that they put out in front of you. So if they put out slop, well, I mean, let's assume Games Workshop stopped with the woke stuff right now and they disavowed all that stuff. I'm still not going to buy models if they look like garbage. And the pricing is ridiculous. Why would I pay $65 for 5 dudes when I can get my best buds to print it for me for, $10? And with the economic environment we're going into now, a lot of these consumers are going to find that they literally can't afford to. Okay, he's looking handsome. Man, okay, we did a lot of progress on this guy today. Alright. And let me get this thing, whatever this thing is here. It's like a gold skull with halo. Delicate. Oh, by the way, I watched Norbit like 4 times this week. That is Eddie Murphy's best movie. I don't know what the name. What's the name for the kind of movie where the actor is like more than one person in the movie? I mean, I can think like The Nutty Professor, Jack and Jill, Austin Powers, those kind of movies. Those are like my favorite. Alright, guys, I think that's it for tonight. That's not bad progress, I think. Look at that gold. Yeah, we're going to say that's our progress for tonight. It's almost time to call the wife, and me and the kids going to hang out for a little bit. Watch us some Wolfman. My dry brush. Well, that new Timu brush ain't new anymore. Let me check the chat before we head out. Oh, that guy was a ding. Yes, he was. It's not just about. Okay, hold on. Let me try this again. It's not just about it not supporting GW. It's also how much cheaper it is for real. And he said, I've already talked a couple times about the economic environment we're heading into. I feel bad for Blood Angel players for real. How about them getting rid of that Librarian Dreadnought, man? What a disappointment. New model is so boring, for real. Like I said, I'm not a fan of them going the way of like the generic Marines. I don't know what the reasoning is. If maybe it's a production issue or the people doing the new sculpts just aren't talented, which might be I mean, you look at what's going on in the video game industry. I mean, there might just be a lack of talent. But anyway, boys, that's it for me. I'll see y'all out there. I appreciate you so much for coming by. It's nice to finally get to stream. I think this was the I missed like 3. I think I missed like 3 streams. But anyway, boys, I'll see y'all out there. Y'all have a blessed weekend and a fantastic night. Bye.